And now, something special. Regular listeners and social media followers may know that I have this odd hobby that I do during warmer weather months. I like to go from town to town, thrift store to thrift store, yard sale to yard sale to seek out something that is slowly vanishing from the public, yet still sees frequent renaissance periods from time to time. Collecting vintage physical media.
Look at all these VHSs.
They're rewinding the clock.
I picked up a really good VHS haul today.
Hunting down those old school spools filled with yards and yards of magnetic tape.
It seems like a lot of people are doing DVDs, but I don't know, just something about VHS is so nostalgic.
Over the past year, Google searches for TV with VHS player jumped 140%, a trend reflected at
Things like old vinyl records, audio cassettes, 8-track tapes, and, of course, VHS and beta videotapes. I'm especially on the hunt for the latter because all the sponsors of our show for these past few years, including Dave's Archives, Studio 3 Digital, Kier's Nostalgia Corner, and Kev the Ripper, are always looking for VHS tapes with off-air content on them, especially vintage TV commercials from the 80s and 90s. I do it all myself, but, I have this podcast and my actual job to do, so I'm more than content to act as a middleman for everybody. Recently, during one of these hunts, I came across a guy on Facebook Marketplace named, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, David Rereich. No relation to Dave of Dave's Archives, but he was looking to sell an entire packing crate's worth of tapes from his own collecting hobby. And as luck would have it, he too is a fellow indie content creator. When you're done listening to this, look up a channel on YouTube called TV Games, and that's TV with 2 extra E's in the front of the T and the V, so it's TWVWE Games. The conversation we had while buying the tapes was a short one, but a friendly one. And it even surprised me to find out that he had been listening to our show for a couple of years. It really is a small world after all. Anyway, I'm going through these tapes right now, and it's a total of 65 of them featuring all kinds of things from the New York metro area, my stomping grounds. Save, however, for this one lone tape which had content from, of all places, a PBS affiliate in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm always interested in what local TV looks like in other cities without having to go through YouTube all day long, so I scanned through it, and sure enough, there were all kinds of documentaries for a good chunk of the tape. Unfortunately, it was barely anything that was worth saving, since not only was the tape recorded from the late 2000s, but it being a PBS affiliate, there was barely anything worth saving or sending off to the sponsors. At least I don't think it was, but that's my prerogative. And I was almost ready to write off that tape when suddenly I came across a local show featuring the University of Wisconsin and their varsity marching band. The show, called Masters of the House, was sort of like their version of the old PBS show Evening at Pops, only with Madison, Wisconsin as their backdrop instead of Boston. And if you don't know what a Pops concert is, it's basically orchestral versions of what some would consider to be popular music of various eras. But again, this was nothing that really caught my attention, or at least I thought it did, until I sped past an image of a group of UW students being profiled in 9 squares, and some of them were rocking hairstyles of the 1970s. What are the odds? So I rewound it, and sure enough, Badgers, by the by, being the nickname for the university's football team and, well, just about any other sports team that they have on campus there. Afterwards, I rewound the tape some more and noticed that there were some stills from a bunch of old TV shows that I missed the first time around, and sure enough, this orchestra was performing a medley of TV theme songs. And being the TV lover that I am, I think we all know where we're going to right now. So with that, I would like to turn the floor over to the former director of the University of Wisconsin Varsity Band, Mr. Michael Lacrone, as he introduces the piece with a lament over the vanishing of TV theme songs. One such lament that can still be felt in present day. Enjoy!
I sure get to have fun on this. Have you noticed the same thing I do though? Have you noticed that in the all the new TV shows, no theme songs? Have you noticed that? There are no theme songs. Oh, maybe some of the cartoons have got themes, but you know, they don't have the great themes. What do they do with the new shows? The show ends, commercial, start the next show, right? There's no theme. There's no song that tells you about the cast or tells you about what's going to happen. They don't have the great old music like they used to have, like Beverly Hillbillies. Or a great tune like Green Acres. Oh, I found the level of the crowd. Or Gilligan's Island. Well, because this kind of music is dying from the scene, we thought we'd dip into some nostalgia and play some of these old-time tunes. I'm sorry to say you'll know most of the words. So sing along with us. We call this simply the Vanishing American TV theme.
Thank you, band. Thank you, David from TV Games, for selling me this moment. And to all of you out there listening, if we ever hit 600 subscribers on our YouTube channel, I'd like to show you this entire concert as part of our lineup for a future edition of Television. Because, believe it or not, these Badgers know how to have some fun. That's it for now. Our next new episode, which will be the top 8 darkest moments in lighthearted TV cartoons, will drop on Memorial Day weekend. We'll see you then, and go Badgers! Telehell was written, produced, edited, and narrated by me, Justin Hart. All clips used in this program are protected under the Fair Use Doctrine of the U.S. Copyright Act of 1976, and all clips used come courtesy of their respective companies and owners. Some of the music used in this program comes courtesy of YouTube and their audio library service. Telehell is a production of Horton Road and is distributed by Libsyn.
Another great show from Horton Road.